Hi guys, welcome to Binary Options Tutorials. In this tutorial we'll be going through how to choose a binary options broker. So pretty much this video is a quick start guide on how to choose a broker, and there are a number of key points which you should consider in deciding which broker is going to be best for you. So I've listed them out here. And then after this, I'm actually going to give you my recommended brokers, broken down into regulated brokers, brokers for USA traders, and also brokers that offer demo accounts, which I think is a very important thing to bring up. Okay, so I'll go through my key point list just now. So these are the things that you need to consider before picking the broker that's going to be best for you. So moving on to banking options. So this is also, I think, one of the important things to consider. Not every broker has every single option out there. 100% of all brokers have a credit card option, and it's actually the easiest option to use, or a debit card. It's an instant deposit. The second option that everyone has is a wire. The only thing with a wire, it's going to take 3 to 5 days to actually clear the funds. It could be sooner, could take 24 hours, but most cases expect a 3 to 5 wait time. I think this is fine for wiring over large amounts, probably in your 5,000 to 10,000 range, which actually can't usually deposit on a credit card. So maybe it's just to create your account and to get it activated, maybe just use a credit card or another e-wallet solution to put in your deposit, then actually go and use a wire option if you're looking to deposit more funds. Other good options are if a broker has things like an e-wallet solution like Skrill, PayPal. There's a few PayPal brokers out there that accept PayPal. Also, another good one is NetTeller as well. Plus, there's also lots of regional ones that would be specific to the country you're in. In Australia, we'll also have things like BPay, which Australians would be very familiar with. Also, you want to take note of your withdrawal options. So there might be a number of deposit options, but your withdrawal options mightn't be as big. So when you go to choose a broker, definitely check the banking options to make sure there's a good deposit and withdrawal option that's going to suit you. So the next thing you want to consider is the range of assets, to make sure that the particular broker is offering all the assets that you wish to trade, whether it's Forex or commodities, and also the number of expiry options that particular broker, and the actual times and what's important to you. So it's even worth just jumping on live chat or sending them an email before you deposit and just ask a few questions that's important to you before depositing. Next on my list is promotions. So this will cover things like bonuses, risk-free trades, and free signal services within the actual broker. These are usually enticements to get you deposit over another broker. Be wary of accepting a bonus. Make sure you read the terms and condition of the bonus. Pretty much all bonuses will have a turnover requirement before you can withdraw your original balance and also any profits you may earn. So be aware of that before you take a bonus. I suggest for new traders in binary options just to give the bonus a miss until you're comfortable with the actual broker. There's also risk-free trades, which I think are great. Usually it might be the first 5 trades you do are free. Definitely look out for brokers who offer that. And also there's brokers out there that offer free signals as well. These might be manual signals or algorithmic signals. So double check what sort of signals they might be offering and whether how the performance rate is going on those signals before you actually maybe take any signals as part of an actual sign up package. So moving on to customer services. So I think this is quite important. You need to know that you're going to have any questions you have answered straight away. The biggest test here is that if they have a 24/7 service or whether they have a live chat service where you can actually talk to someone. Nothing more frustrating than depositing and then writing an email and you've got a question and you can't trade straight away because something is not quite happening with your deposit or your withdrawal or something like that. Also, if it's important to you to actually talk to an experienced guy, like an actual trading analysis or an account manager, check to see if that's on offer. Usually it is, but it's usually tied into your first deposit amount. So if you deposit, say, over $500 or $1,000, you'll have instant access to a analyst or an actual account manager. If you deposit maybe the minimum, you probably won't have access to this unless you deposit a bit more. Also, another thing to consider is the actual software that you're going to be on. There's a few out there. Probably the most common is Spot Option and Tech Financials. There's also Markets Pulse. And there's also a few proprietary ones where the actual software is unique to that binary options broker. So the interface, the layout, the way it works. One example is binary.com or Markets World. They actually have their own software. You won't see it anywhere else. Whereas you'll see a lot of brokers out there will use a common software platform. So the layout will look pretty similar. So if there's a particular one that you like more than another in terms of the way it works and usability, that's something to consider. I personally prefer Spot Option and Tech Financial brokers. I think they're two of the best software platforms out there. So, and if you're from the US, you actually are limited to the number of brokers you can choose from. Most of the regulated brokers out there, as part of their actual license to get the actual financial license, they actually can't accept US traders. But there are a number of brokers out there that will accept US traders. So I'll put that in the list that's coming up. Also, there are a few brokers out there that offer a demo account. Some are publicly saying, yes, we have a demo account like Bank to Binary, Markets World. But there's also other ones where you might just have to ask, or even some that you have to deposit some money, then you can actually get a demo account, paper trade there, and then you can play with the real money then. Second last on my list is which is probably one of the most important ones, is the maximum returns that a broker will offer. You'll see the most common one is probably up to 85%. Some offer up to 90% on your options, some as low as 80%. And this actually will change and fluctuate depending on the expiry you're going for, whether it's a 60-second one, an end of day one, or even might be the type of option, whether it's a range option or whether you're doing a ladder option. And last on my list is the minimum deposit. There's some brokers that offer and you can deposit for as low as $5 or $10. That's quite good if you just want to basically get your account up and running and just test to see how it all works. Maybe deposit the money and actually have a bit of a play with the software without committing too much too soon. But you'll find most of the minimums, especially for US brokers, is 200, and for regulated brokers, the minimum is actually 250, which is actually set by the regulatory body. I know in Australia, the ASIC ones, they don't have a minimum, so you'll find brokers like highlow.net will actually have a minimum deposit of $10. And some minimums are actually dependent on the actual deposit solution that you choose. So whether it's a credit card or a bank wire might have a minimum deposit of $1,000, for example. So that will also be dependent on the actual banking method you choose. So let's actually go through what I consider are the best regulated binary option brokers on the net today. So if you're looking to actually deposit into a binary options broker, this is the list that I recommend for regulated options. So first on my list is Bank to Binary. You'll see there I've got a bit of a breakdown of each broker in terms of whether it's regulated, the returns it offers, the minimum deposit, the software it's on, and if it offers a demo account. You can actually just click off to an actual extended review on each of these brokers. So just click over the highlighted broker that you want, and you'll actually go to one of my full dedicated reviews of that broker for a more in-depth look. So the list goes bank to binary, SISIC regulated, high-low, Australian regulated or ASIC regulated, 24 option, option rally, both SISIC regulated. And there's a few points of difference there with returns and the software option you got there. So moving on to US not regulated brokers, US brokers. So if you're from the US, if you're not from the US, you can actually still join these brokers. They're not regulated by anyone. I trust this particular set of brokers. I've dealt with them over a number of years now, and this is basically my top list of trusted non-regulated brokers that also accept US customers. So on top of the list, I got Redwood, then we've got Boss Capital, then Go Options, B Options, and Cherry Trade. So you'll see there a lot of them actually offer pretty much the same returns, pretty much the same minimum deposit, pretty much the same software, but where they'll differ is what sort of promotions they might offer you as a welcome to their broker. So it's best to sort of maybe click off to the extended review if one sort of looks exciting to you and see what they have to offer. So lastly, I'm going to go through the importance of a demo account and which brokers offer demo accounts. I highly recommend paper trading if you are new to binary options. I recommend paper trading at least 100 trades before using your own money. So the best way to do this is via a demo account. You can do it, by literally putting into a spreadsheet what you want to trade, but if you're in a real demo environment, which is simulated to a real environment, you're going to get used to the software, familiarize yourself with the software. Another great way is, and you can also test your own trading ideas. Another good thing about a demo account is if you're interested in signal services, to actually test the signal service before putting your real money into it. So it's all like you are actual trading with real money, but you're not. But you're eliminating a lot of risk by getting your trade volume up there before you trade with your real money. So this is why a lot of guys, especially in binary options, will fail straight away, is that they just haven't done enough paper trading before they go in and use their real money. And you're going to be looking for a success rate in your trades above 65% to actually break even. I've got some videos on break-even ratio on my binary option course, so I suggest clicking to that. And also, I probably will update that particular video in coming weeks. So the two ones here are Bank to Binary and Markets World. They offer demo accounts. Bank to Binary will give you a daily demo account that only lasts 24 hours and starts at $50,000. But you can keep renewing this. You just have to talk to them, their support team. Whereas the Markets World one will have a 5,000 demo account which doesn't expire. You can use it for as long as you want, and if you put that to zero, you can just top it up again while you're doing your paper trading. So yeah, thanks for watching this video on the best brokers to use. I hope you enjoyed the video. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, I highly recommend subscribing to my channel. This way you can bookmark my channel, and every time I upload a new video, you're going to be one of the first to see it and be in the loop. Also, you can click to more reviews on all the brokers that I've reviewed on YouTube. So you can click off to there. And also, if you're interested in any binary option signals, you can click off to that playlist and go through all those signal services, and I've reviewed all them as well. So until next time, may all your trades be profitable.